Yeah, you were always an animal too when you spit too. Like you saw the aggressive side of you. But there's like a new Solomon on Twitter. Like you calling Bird, you calling Holla, like you stirring the pot a little bit, and I'm not used to seeing that from you. Is this like defensive strategy? Is this you like selling the tickets now? It did kind of pop out of nowhere. I mean it's you, but like you weren't like this calling people out like, oh well, how about you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I was calling people out in battles for sure because I mean even the saga of me and Mook starts at Fight Club when
right.
We were supposed to battle and like he turned it down or something, and then I called him out, and then so
I remember Miss Info played that on Hot 97 too.
Hot 97, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh
that's crazy.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
right.
I remember that. Yeah, because Miss Info said, I think that's the first time I heard your name actually, when she was like,
that's pretty ill. That's a pretty ill moment actually.
Oh yeah.
And they played the little clip of you calling out Mook on Fight Club. I remember that.
Yeah,
it was during
exactly.
the morning show. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a little segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never came. We didn't have the internet like it is now, so I'm just not. And part of the reason I stopped doing music, recorded music, is because, this era, there's no artist development. There's no sign a deal and someone else takes care of the marketing. It's like you have to come to the table already being able to market yourself, and that's the piece that I'm not good at or not really comfortable at, just because I like to do my shit. I don't like to talk about how good I am at doing my shit. I just like to do it and be good at it, you know what I mean? And the marketing part just doesn't come it's not second nature to me. So, but I'm realizing that that's part of the show now, you know what I mean? And I'm also I mean, you know me, Jesse. I talk mad shit in real life. It's very friendly, but I'm from New York. You know what I mean? We're calling each other crack babies. You know what I mean? We were little kids. That's what you do. Is you just talk shit to each other. So I think part of it is just before just not being regular and feeling weird about being on screen or on camera and having to keep my cool and not come out of character, and now I just try to be me all the way, and it's just more comfortable and better. So I'm just fucking around and talking shit the way I normally would, you know what I mean? The way me and you talk shit if we're texting, or you know what I mean? It's just and also, I'm trying to force myself into certain conversations. It's I definitely you gotta create the momentum behind certain shit. But it's pretty funny because it's very respectful too, because if somebody gets me, I'm mad honest about it. I'd be like, damn, you kind of got me with that one.
But do you find yourself in a space that you think that you have to be putting yourself in other conversations? I'm not talking about just in terms of getting a battle, or I'm talking about when people have these conversations about, who is the best or who's been the best over time, so on and so forth. Do you ever see all that and feel like you have to interject, wait a minute, I'm here too, type shit?
I mean, I think that I have to do things that's more, to me, those conversations are more about action. You know what I mean? I think the individual matchups, it's I could say some shit on Twitter that gets under somebody's skin, and then now we're going back and forth, and now the fans want to see it, and that's kind of oh, I didn't even think about, Solomon versus Hitman or versus Surf or whatever.
Me neither.
And me and Hitman probably isn't going to happen right now, but when it does, now there's history for it, and there's people that got excited about it, you know what I mean? So I think that stuff, there are times where part of me coming back to battle rap was seeing lists top 50 of all time, and I wasn't on them, and being hold on. So, but I think for me, that's more about show and prove, you know what I mean? That's you can't really convince people. You just can't convince people of shit, man, if you don't do it. You know what I mean? You can't, like, you know, Mook's not going to convince people that think he lost, that he won by going through his lyrics. You know what I mean? They're just not going to.
Do you think that's a bad strategy he's doing? Going from interview to interview, or?
I don't know, because I mean it's not my thing, you know. I definitely, that's not my thing. I mean I think people didn't even, you know, I took one of the biggest L's that's ever been taken in battle rap, period. And
very true.
Never even really you know, never really heard me complain about it or try to convince people otherwise too much. But Mook is like, he's been the villain for years, so he's doing something right. It definitely doesn't totally feel like the right approach if I was on his like publicist team, but he also, you know, he knows what he's doing to a certain extent, so it's tough. Wouldn't be my thing.